Well, I apologize for the wind noise because I got the windows down because the heater is on blast. And I'm sure y'all know why this heater is on blast, because guess what decided to act up again? So y'all legend owners, y'all already know. Y'all see where it's at. That ain't where it's supposed to be. So let me go ahead and give y'all the synopsis. Y'all remember I was having them overheating issues way back, and I thought it was a bubble in my cooling system. We got the bubble out. I've been riding for months, like literally months, with no issues. So this morning I decided to get in the car and drive over to Cal State East Bay, which ain't far, which ain't hella far from me. And I'm in the car, and man, next thing you know, I see that temp gauge, man, that shit is almost to the that shit is literally creeping as I speak all the way to the hot. I'm like, oh shit. So I stopped the car real quick, turned the shit off, you know what I'm saying, restart the car, put the heat on. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, what I think is going on, because I've had this car checked in the meantime, in between time, and what I think is happening is the thermostat is getting stuck for sure. So I'm pretty sure my thermostat needs to be replaced. Like I said, I've had the car checked in the meantime. I didn't videotape it, and we didn't see no signs of no blown head gaskets or seeping head gaskets at that time. So I'm hoping this is nothing that, is major. But I really, really, really got a feeling my thermostat is sticking. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm broke as a joke right now. So this shit is not getting fixed anytime soon. Like, no time soon. So I'm really kind of like, damn, I gotta park this car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, man. It kind of sucks because it's like, you wanna have your project car out. I got a couple shows that was supposed to be lined up. Hold on, y'all. It's going up again on me. Let me restart it, get it back. Yeah, it's like as I'm driving it, it's starting to try to go up. It's weird. And I'm a little ways from the house too, so I'm like, dang, I can't even, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get home. I got AAA, but I'm just trying to get as far back to the house as possible. So we gonna turn this thing off for a second, and let's go ahead and let it cool down. And let me go ahead and talk to y'all while I let it do that. Yeah, man, so it's just always something with these cars, bro, especially with these Legends. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I've been low-key, like, real close to just wanting to say forget Legends and just go ahead and give it up. Because the whole thing is, man, like, with an Acura Legend, if you really want your Legend to run how it needs to superb, you gotta have a bag, man. Like, you really gotta have a bag for this shit, especially if you're buying a Legend history unknown. You get what I'm saying? History unknown. You just never know what might come with your Legend or what maintenance might not be done or be done. So it just, you know what I mean? It all just depends. Now, if I had the right amount of money on me to do this, then, you know what I'm saying, I would have been just went ahead and 3.5 swapped it. You know what I'm saying? Got a way more dependable engine set up in there to where I can daily this car, do whatever I want to do. Now, mind you, I only drive this thing like once every week, if not once every couple of weeks, if that. You know what I mean? So, I haven't really experienced too much problems with this car because of the lack of driving. But, that's why I say it can't be nothing too major, just based on everything that's been done. I think the thermostat is sticking, but even with that, it's like, you watch other Legend owners, and somehow, some way, man, it's always something with these cars, bro. Like, it actually frustrates the hell out of me. It's always something with these damn cars. So I don't know how we gonna do it, but I think in the long run, I think I need to really just go ahead and try to see how much it would cost to 3.5 swap this car and try to stack up the money from that point and go from there. I don't think it's gonna happen no time soon, but that's the only way I could keep my Legend without being frustrated with my Legend. You get what I'm saying? So I just let it sit here and cool for a little bit. We're going to try to start this sucker up and try to get back home. I got at least about another maybe 5 miles to go. Maybe not 5, maybe about 4.5 to go. So let's see if we can get to this house, man. we go for the moment. Let's see how long we can keep that temperature anywhere near there. I'd rather drive it under under operating temp than over, that's for sure. So let me see, man. I'm gonna turn this camera off for now. I'll get back to y'all in a second and see how we do. All right, y'all, so update, we are still running a little bit under operating temp at the moment. As y'all can see, we're running a little bit under operating temp, which is good for me right now because it's giving me a little bit of a window to get home. Definitely think the thermostat is getting stuck, man, because one minute we good, like too good, obviously, like, you know, it's under, then the next minute it's trying to shoot over. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I definitely think the thermostat is the issue. I mean, I know it's not an expensive fix as far as that goes specifically, but I don't know. We just gonna see. Apologize for the wind noise. Once again, I got the windows down so I don't sit here and melt like a chocolate bar in the sun. Oh man, you can't help but laugh at these situations, man. As frustrating as it is, it's just, I don't know. It just is what it is at the same time. You know, I can't really do nothing about it. That's the thing that kind of sucks about when you live out the way of like your main stomping grounds. You know, I gotta be making sure this car is on point at all times because I'm never just, you know, near the house like that when I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the town, or I'm either somewhere in Oakland or San Leandro or something like that, riding around, catching up with my folks, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't right around the corner from where I live at all. It's about like, you know, it's a few cities over. So I got to make sure that everything is on point when I take this car out. But luckily, each time that this has happened, since I've owned the car, I haven't been far from home. It was one time it happened in Alameda, but it went right back, and I was able to get on home just fine. And then the last time it happened, I was right around the corner from the house. So, you know, that wasn't too much of a problem. Like I said, this time I wasn't just hella far. I mean, I was far enough to where I was a little worried about it, but I wasn't just hella far. So, I mean, like I said, we do got AAA just in case. But, you know, I prefer to get the car home instead of sitting here waiting 2 hours if I don't have to, waiting on a tow. So, yeah, man. But, so far, so good. So let me get back to y'all one more time, man, and concentrate on this driving. All right, man. Good news is, I mean, you know, good and bad news to every situation. Good news is we made it back home. I actually drove it. Like I said, I drove it back home. I got home. After the last clip, I was able to, stay at operating temp really the whole rest of the time till I got home. And then as soon as I started backing into the garage, it started trying to creep up again. So I'm like, damn, okay. So, you know, at least we made it back. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe on a separate video, we'll get out here under this hood and try to see if there's any obvious things. I mean, you know, like if it was a blown head gasket, obviously we see the coolant and the engine mixing. We see the smoke coming out all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I even got it checked before from the last situation, and that just wasn't found. So I don't think it's that. So, you know, in the midst of frustration, I'm like, fuck this car. I'm ready to give up on it, but I don't think it's major. Like I said, I really think it's that thermostat. That's where I'm really leaning towards. But, you know, we got a few things anyway. I mean, it is at a little over 200,000 miles. It could be the thermostat. It could be the water pump. You know what I mean? Going out. It needs all that now. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I've been running this car off of a prayer because I haven't had the extra money to really put into it. That's the real reason I haven't been driving as much as I want to be fully transparent. I haven't been driving as much as I want to because I can't even afford to drive it as much as I want to. And then, you know, the last little bit of extra money that I had, I really put into, you know, putting wheels on my truck. Since that's my everyday car, I'm like, you know, I want to have that looking a certain way. You know what I mean? That's my everyday ride. So since then, man, shoot, I don't even know when the next time I'm gonna have a little bit of extra money to play with, but I know as soon as I do get an extra good chunk of money that I could fuck off without worrying about nothing around the house, it's definitely going into getting this Legend all the way back right. Like I said, I think it's the thermostat specifically, but like I said, we're gonna do the thermostat, we're gonna do the timing belt, we're gonna do the water pump, you know what I mean, the EGR tube cleaning, a couple other things I can't think of, but that's on my list. We just gonna have to get it all done and then go from there. But see, the whole thing is, since I don't work on cars myself, with labor, etc., you almost spending the same amount of money to 3.5 swap it. You know what I mean? So that's why it's always been a debate on which one do I want to do. Because, with these, what is the C32 engine? With these engines, man, it seems like it's just always something. Every time you in the forum, somebody going through some shit on it. It's like, bro, that's annoying. Especially when you got a car that looks so good. You know what I mean? It's like, I want that sucker to be able to get out at any time and go anywhere. And you feel me, not be worried about it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be worried about it. I've owned a million Acuras, you know what I'm saying? And this is the only one I've probably had the most headache out of, or just feel the most scared of, as far as like just engine wise specifically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that mess is crazy. I'm like, a lot, of course any engine is dependable, but these, man, it just take a lot of meticulous maintenance to keep those up. And that shit is more than I got time for, you know what I mean? So I'm ready to just get a regular degular, a regular degular newer Acura engine that don't take as much just headache, you know what I mean? But I love the car, you know what I mean? And I probably ain't getting rid of it, but it's gonna get parked for now until we can get everything situated. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said, and it's kind of out of my control right now. But on a brighter note, though, you see the truck sitting here looking saucy. Like I said, this is my everyday car, man. So it got to look a certain way. So I don't regret buying the wheels a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. As y'all see since the last video with the truck, I did add that little 3.5 liter badge right there. I kind of put it in the place of the Type S badge on the 2022s, just trying to give it an updated look. But I mean, the sucker look good, man. I love this truck though. But I guess y'all gonna be seeing more content with this thing while the Legend is down. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, we'll get to it. We'll find a way. But until then, though, y'all know what to do, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell if you haven't already. Keep up with all the uploads, man. And I'ma holler at y'all on the next video, man. Peace.